I never thought the day would come when the woman I loved more than anything would look me in the eye and say something that would shatter my world. We had been married for 11 years. Through thick and thin, we stood by each other. Or at least, that's what I thought. It was a cold Friday evening. I came home from work, exhausted and eager to spend time with my wife. But as soon as I stepped into the house, I could tell something was off. She was dressed up, far more than usual, and her makeup was heavier than I'd seen in months. "Going somewhere?" I asked, half knowing I wouldn't like the answer. She didn't even look at me when she responded. "Yes. I'm going to spend the night with someone else." I blinked, convinced I had misheard her. "What?" She finally turned around and looked straight into my eyes. "I'm staying the night with another man. Whether you like it or not." It was like being punched in the chest. My breath caught. My heart raced. I tried to stay calm, but my voice shook. "You're joking, right?" "No," she said flatly. "I'm tired of pretending. I need something else. Someone else." I stood there, completely frozen. I couldn't believe this was happening. She was really doing this. There was no emotion on her face, no regret, no shame. Just cold determination. "But we're married," I said, my voice cracking. "We've built a life together. What about us?" "There is no us anymore," she replied. "I've been unhappy for a long time. And he makes me feel alive." She picked up her purse and walked past me. I reached out and grabbed her arm, not roughly, just enough to stop her. "Is this really who you've become?" She yanked her arm free. "No. This is who I've always been. You just didn't see it." As the door slammed behind her, silence fell over the house like a heavy fog. I stood there for what felt like an hour, trying to understand what had just happened. My world had changed in a single sentence. I spent the night sitting on the couch, staring at the door. Every time I heard a car or a noise outside, I hoped she might come back. But she didn't. The next morning, I found her side of the bed untouched. That hit harder than anything else. She hadn't come back. She really meant what she said. Over the next few days, I went through every emotion. Anger, sorrow, confusion. I kept asking myself where I went wrong, what I didn't do, what I missed. But deep down, I knew none of it mattered. She had made her choice. When she returned 2 days later, she acted like it was no big deal. "I needed that," she said, setting her keys down casually. "You needed to sleep with someone else?" I asked bitterly. "Yes," she said. "And I might do it again. I'm not going to lie to you anymore." I couldn't take it. I told her she had to leave. She laughed at first, thinking I was bluffing. But I wasn't. I packed her bags myself. She shouted, cursed, insulted me. She called me weak, boring, unexciting. But I didn't react. I just kept moving, one bag after another. Finally, she left. And when the door closed this time, I knew it was for good. The first week alone was brutal. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. Every memory stabbed me like a knife. I kept replaying her words in my head. But slowly, something shifted. I started taking care of myself. Went for walks. Cleaned the house. Talked to friends again. Bit by bit, I began to remember who I was before the pain. People often say heartbreak is the end, but sometimes it's just the beginning. She had broken me, yes, but she had also set me free from a life filled with lies. A few months passed. I didn't hear from her again. I later learned the man she left me for moved on shortly after. Apparently, she wasn't the only one looking for something else. As for me, I rebuilt my life piece by piece. I started a new job, found a new apartment, and even began dating again. Slowly, cautiously. It's strange how someone can change in front of your eyes. The woman I once thought was my forever had become a stranger overnight. Now, when I think about that night, When she said she was leaving whether I liked it or not, I no longer feel pain. I feel gratitude. She showed me the truth. She showed me who she really was. And in doing so, she gave me the chance to find someone who would truly value loyalty, love, and respect. I'm still healing, yes. But I'm not broken anymore. Because in the end, her betrayal didn't destroy me, it woke me up. And now, I finally know peace.